I am going to log in. I see my name in the upper left-hand corner. And in order to import the XML file we created, open up the dashboard, that set of 9 dots to the far right, and go to Compose. Compose is where you upload files. So over to the far left, I can see Import Music XML or MIDI. Click on that. Now I need to access the file that I want to upload. The first thing New SmartMusic is going to ask me to do is to verify that all the instruments are correct. My part, I need to edit that voice and its bass voice in order to keep the clef correct. And my part, let's try that again. I don't want abbreviated staff name for subsequent systems. Keep notation unchanged, and then I'm going to change that. My part I've formatted in bass clef. New SmartMusic is not octave specific. It accepts octave equivalence, which is why I only have one system set up, and it will assess any voice that reads a C in any octave to a D in any octave to an E flat in any octave, etc. So accompaniment, and I had that as an oboe, that's fine, okay. And I have the tonicization pattern with the guitar. We are now set up. I do want to go to display, and you'll notice that what was underneath the word SmartMusic changed when I hit display. And I want to click on the middle icon and click on the system, and that will drag this out a little bit. I'm going to go to File to save my file, and it asks me for a name of the composition. Edit name. It's saving. Now it's going to ask me, do I want to continue using Compose? Yes. This is all formatted. There's a number of other icons up here for right now. I'm going to skip that, stick to the basics. I'm going to go back to File. I choose the icon that has the right pointing arrow, Assign. I now have to set up my assignment. The only option over here is Custom Assignment. So I'm going to open up my notes, where I have my general instructions. After sound check, plug in headphones or earbuds. In measure 1, listen to tonic 5/7 tonic block chords. Start counting. Study the score and sight sing. Submit when you've achieved at least 80%. Repeat as needed. So I'm going to copy that. Those are my general instructions. The rest of this, I'm going to allow a metronome accompaniment, because I designated some accompaniment parts. My part, I don't want them to be able to record with my part playing along. So I will not click that. Any cursor type. Measure highlight, I like that on. Sight singing or sight reading, if this is on, it will only allow one take. This is sight reading, but it is homework. So they may repeat as many times as they need in order to achieve at least an 80%. So practice, practice, practice until they can score at least an 80%, and then they can submit the assignment. Assessment mode, we want pitch. Assessment tolerance. I have been using the lenient setting, and I find that is sufficient. But you want to play with that yourself in order to find out what's going to work for your students. I am done setting parameters. Customize my parts. I want the tempo to be at least 60. Instructions for students, I already posted those. If you move to custom setup, you will see listed in the left the 3 parts, the my part and the 2 accompaniments. You can listen to each one as you highlight through. Okay, but because we're just assessing one part, we really didn't have to go through that process. I'm ready to keep going. The grading rubric. If you create your own rubric, then you will have to go in and listen to every assignment and grade it. This is homework, so I allow SmartMusic to automatically grade. I'm going to add that to the rubric. grade this assignment automatically, 100 points. I just created a template, which means I created the assignment, but I haven't assigned it. So I'm going to move ahead to Yes, Assign now. And I'm going to collect my class. I have a Counterpoint Spring 2019. This is the class that has all the male voices because at the beginning of the semester I thought I had to have 2 different assignments, one for bass clef voices and one for treble clef voices. I have since learned that's not true, but here are my students with treble voices in a separate class. This is going to be due on the 31st of March. I do not allow late submissions. Assigned to all students. Here's the title. The rubric, 100 points, auto grade, and I'm ready. And it's done. Next video, I'll log into my student account and show you how the student will interact with this.